Breaking news. Chicago PD treats Hailey Upton's intelligence replacement better than Tracy Spiridakos' character. Caution. Chicago Police Department Season 12 Episode 9 Friends and Family spoilers ahead. Chicago PD Season 12 is already treating Hailey Upton's intelligence substitute better than Tracy Spiridakos' detective at the halfway point of the season. Following Sophia Bush's departure as Erin Lindsay in Chicago PD, she joined the NBC and Wolf Entertainment franchise and quickly established herself as a key member of Hank Voight's core team. That said, the last couple of years before her ultimate decision to leave the Windy City was harrowing, to say the least. Almost all members of intelligence have experienced some kind of trauma, but Upton's stretch of tragedies was not only heartbreaking, but it's also frustrating. Arguably, the most infuriating part of Upton's arc in Chicago PD was her failed marriage with Jade Hallstead. Starting as professional partners, the pair eventually fell in love and got married in secret. That said, due to Jesse Lee Soffer's disappointing departure in Chicago PD Season 10, the police procedural left Upton alone, lonely, and confused. Wanting a fresh start, she opted to leave Chicago altogether. This created a void in Voight's team, which forced them to finally bring in a new character as Upton's replacement in Toya Turner's Kiana Cook. Kiana Cook gets her backstory properly explored. Cook comes from two very different worlds. Cook started out as a patrol officer under Trudy Platt in Chicago PD Season 12. Briefly, it seemed like the One Chicago procedural was going to resurrect that aspect of its storytelling, but it became evident that it was only a matter of time before Cook was brought in upstairs, especially after the harrowing murder of Martel in the Chicago PD Season 12 premiere. Wolf Entertainment didn't waste time making her mark in intelligence, and in Friends and Family, the show delves into her background properly, with the introduction of her father and mother. As it turns out, Cook's lineage is a little bit more complicated and interesting than everything that Chicago PD has done thus far. She is the product of a one-time thing between her parents, who come from very different social classes. Her dad, William Cook, is middle class, while her mom, Patricia Dixon, is from an affluent family. Cook clearly has a complicated relationship with her maternal side, something that Chicago PD is expected to tackle moving forward, especially since her grandfather supposedly wants to be an alderman. Hailey Upton's backstory was only revealed through trauma-induced flashbacks. Upton's history with Platt was unexplored. Cook's family story is an ongoing narrative in Chicago PD Season 12, and it's likely to be part of a bigger storyline down the road. This is a different approach to Upton's backstory in the show. Over time, certain details about her personal life were revealed, but the majority of it was via trauma-induced flashbacks or through her sharing painful memories while working on a case. It was never a focal point in Chicago PD, which is particularly disappointing when one considers her special history with Platt. Any kind of personal narrative is mostly tied to the relationships within intelligence, which includes Adam Ruzick and Kim Burgess romance. Other times, they just so happen to be at the center of a case. Unlike Chicago Fire, which has made it a point to explore its characters' backstories, its law enforcement counterpart has largely focused on their jobs. Any kind of personal narrative is mostly tied to the relationships within intelligence, which includes Adam Ruzick and Kim Burgess romance. Other times, they just so happen to be at the center of a case. Based on what's revealed about her past, Upton's narrative had the best potential to be an overarching narrative, as it could relate to Platt's own backstory. Unfortunately, this wasn't utilized. How Kiana Cook's backstory affects intelligence and Chicago PD. Cook's background offers Chicago PD new storytelling opportunities. Cook's backstory is unique in Chicago PD, not just because of how the show is telling it, but also because this is the first time that someone from intelligence may actually have a pull in Chicago politics. The procedural has yet to introduce his grandfather, but between what's revealed about his mom and his aspirations to be an alderman, It's safe to say that he has some kind of influence in the city. This adds to Chicago PD reviving Hank playing politics with Deputy Chief Charlie Reed. Intelligence is not new to going up against bigger adversaries, be it a criminal enterprise or a corrupt member of a governing body. However, Cook having an in with the upper class in Chicago poses new interesting storylines that Chicago PD hasn't done before, if that is the direction that they are going. As the season goes on, however, NBC and Wolf Entertainment hopefully take advantage of this situation and not waste it again, just like Upton's family narrative. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe my Fast Gossip 24 to our channel and stay with us.